to tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
It is the final performance show.
Oh my God, we are down to 4
couples left.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. This is the first season where they had the final week, the 4 couples still performing.
Is it? I feel like they did this last season too.
I'm thinking no.
I'm thinking they did. Leave it in the comments. Okay, so it's a 2-night finale. So tonight they're doing 2 dances. Tomorrow they're doing, I don't know how many dances.
1,000.
Yeah.
It's going to seem like it, believe me, because everyone's going to want to do their little dance.
Yeah.
I was on the show. Because everyone's coming back.
Yeah, they're bringing back all the other people.
Yeah,
so,
they're going to have some pretty big names, too. Ariana Grande, some other people.
Iggy Azalea.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't know who that is, do
No,
you?
I do.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about James and Peter
Let's talk about the 2 dances first.
Okay.
So first round, I believe they all did the dance that they did the week that they switched partners.
I think so.
I think they all did that.
Yeah.
And then the second round is the freestyle. So first, we're going to talk about them by celebrity. So first up, James and Peter.
Well, their first dance was a tango. And I'm just wondering, as everyone else is, are they still going to be buck fuddies after the show's over?
Okay, so...
What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments.
Well, judging by this routine, I'd say yes.
Another sexy tango from Peter.
They added in a little kiss.
A little kiss.
He ate her face.
Bruno was jealous, and I'm surprised he didn't ask for one of his own. But I have to give them extra points for the guy liner. It was spectacular.
There was a lot of guy liner.
Yes.
Dance-wise, I thought this was good from him. I don't think it was his best. He really struggles, I think, with the ballroom dances compared to the Latin dances.
Right.
But I think it was one of his better ballroom dances, so
Carrie Ann said he was uptight.
Not out of sight.
All right, 29. I thought that was a little bit high, but...
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Whatevs.
All right. The freestyle was crazy, but before they danced the freestyle, they gave us a little background on each celebrity.
Package.
So they talked about James when he was younger and how he would just run around the house singing fake opera.
Right. He knew he was going to have a career in entertainment.
Performing arts.
But the thing that really kicked his butt into action was his brother's accident.
It was
his
a
brother's
motorcycle
like
accident,
near
right?
fatal accident. Yeah. And
That was crazy.
Yeah, he was in the hospital for like months. And his brother was there for him.
Yeah.
He was there for his brother.
It was nice to see him in the audience tonight.
Yeah. All right, so their freestyle was basically a post-apocalyptic street battle. They're not just dancing, they battling.
Yeah, well, they used that music from that, I think it's called like the Cosmopolitan or something.
Yeah.
That hotel in Las Vegas, the...
Right.
That one. I love that song.
The
it's
right
crazy.
amount of wrong.
Yes.
All right. So he had some crazy ass flips
They had
in
some
there.
crazy tricks in there. It was really cool. I thought there were a lot of neat elements to this. He put in some martial arts stuff.
I call it stick dancing.
Well, it was very interesting. We haven't seen a freestyle like that before, so that was cool. But I have to say, it was a little bit disjointed for me at times.
Yeah.
It didn't flow completely.
It was like, I could do a flip. Let's throw it in over here. I could do some stick dancing. Let's put it in right here.
Yeah.
Didn't flow.
But props for the creativity and just like the sheer awesomeness of what they did.
It was pretty crazy, but Len didn't appreciate it clearly because he was the only stick in the mud who gave a 9.
Yeah, so they got a 29 for that, which gave them a total of 58 for the night.
Well, Marilyn Max, let's talk about them.
Okay.
They started off with an Argentine tango, which is officially my favorite dance.
Okay. Noted.
Right. This is the dance that when she did it with Val, I was like, oh my god, this is probably one of the best Argentine tangos I've ever seen on the show. Corrected. This was the best Argentine tango I've ever seen on the show.
Well, when they were showing them practicing, Max was like, oh, I don't have anything left, and blah, blah, blah.
He's nothing left to give.
Well, apparently he still has some whatever left.
Yes, he's not all used up yet. Like I said, one of the best of the entire show.
Yeah.
Like all the seasons.
I think this was even better than her first one because I remember a lot of people were saying the first one too sharp.
Yeah.
This one I thought was just the right just the right
I think it was
level.
superb.
Yeah, so they got a perfect 30.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, their freestyle. First, let's talk about her video package. She's dyslexic.
She was up at like 2 a.m. doing homework in secret when she was younger.
AKA, she's a professional.
Yeah.
I'm perfectionist.
Okay.
She's definitely
She's
a
a professional too. Yeah, they said she started skating when she was like 3 years old, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, I would like to take lessons.
Well, now she's not just a perfectionist. She's got herself a big, sexy Russian coming at her.
When the friend said that, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right. Well, Meryl is fulfilled now. And they had a beautiful contemporary.
Yeah, they changed it up. They didn't go for the big, flashy production number. They went with the stripped down contemporary.
Very effective. Carrie Ann was sobbing uncontrollably. Brandy in the audience was sobbing uncontrollably. Mm-hmm. I don't think Charlie was crying, though. He was crying for somebody else.
Well, that's nifty. That's how I imagine Charlie talking. Yeah. I've heard him speak before, too, and he does not sound like that.
23 skidoo.
All right. Obviously, the judges loved it. Bruno held up the 10 and a +1. He wanted to give it an 11.
He didn't want an 11. He wanted 101.
All right. Well, you can only get a 30, which they did.
They got a 60 for the night because they were perfect. All right, Candace and Mark. Where do we begin?
Oh, this was a rough week for them. So they started off with a quick step, and we saw their pre-dance package.
She broke Mark. His shoulder was messed up.
They were practicing their freestyle. I don't know if it was the camera blocking or the dress rehearsal. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was the blocking.
Because it was on Sunday.
And they were doing a lift in the freestyle, and he like dislocated his shoulder or something. He's had issues with his shoulder before.
He was hurt, but he's okay to dance for the show.
He was wearing a sling at the beginning of the show, and then he just...
he flipped it off, and he was great.
Yeah.
But she was sucky.
He's a trooper. Well, I mean, she did come into this with no experience, so you gotta give it to her for that, you know. Good job, but...
Yeah, but she didn't progress as much as the other people did on the show, I think, and... something in the video package was really weird. He was trying to get her posture correct, and she was like, I don't like when you do that. And she went and ran in a closet somewhere.
Yeah, it was an emotional week for them.
God, say out a Red Lobster. She'll be having a plate of lobster in her lap. Have to run into the bathroom.
All right. Well, they got a 27 for their quick step, which I thought, yeah.
That was a little high.
I don't know.
Freestyle. I was a child star, then I didn't have a life, and I was chubby, and then I was a bride right after my show ended.
Every
like
time they show that wedding picture, I'm like, oh my gosh, because she actually looks like teenage Danny Tanner.
Yeah. And her husband looked really young as well.
Oh, not Danny. DJ.
DJ.
Was Danny one of the uncles?
Yeah.
I apologize, DJ. I need to watch more.
Was there a no? Wasn't the dad Danny?
I don't remember now. I think it was the dad.
The dad was Danny, and she was Dad Jr. DJ. All right, so they put together a little group routine. It was freestyle. 4 guys and them. They were gold face, kind of weird. I guess it was like disco,
kind of
space
funk.
age.
Yeah, they pulled out Jamiroquai, Hello Napoleon Dynamite, Can't Heat. It's a great song.
It was okay. I mean, it was...
A lot of the choreography was pretty basic.
Yeah, exactly. But Mark looked like he was in pain.
Yeah, I thought I saw some wincing, and I was like, worried for him. But they pulled it off.
But the judges hated it.
Woo! When they pulled out those 8s, I was like, what?
Harsh. Yeah, they get triple 8s for that.
Candace's kids in the audience were like,
all right, so they got a 51 for the night because the 24 for the freestyle.
Really brought them down.
Amy and Derek, they were the last one. They closed the show. But their first dance was a salsa.
Yes. Amy was having some injury issues this week, too. Her back was spasming again. Yeah. But, you know, they got their practice time in, and they were great. This salsa had a lot of cool tricks.
It was high energy. It was excellent. The choreography was great.
Yeah.
It showed her off to her best abilities. Carrie Ann, again, open mouth, insert foot. You're just like everyone else.
Are you just realizing this, Carrie Ann? She is a human being, yes.
All right, so they got a 30, well deserved. And their freestyle, the package, she's a meningitis survivor. I know. It's for reals. That was happening. So they had a beautiful contemporary.
Yeah, they also went with like a stripped down contemporary.
But they added a rope spinning element to the end of it.
This like aerial thing. It was crazy.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Derek wanted her to feel like she was flying.
Mission accomplished on that one. I think a lot of people are probably like, that's not really dance, it's not fair, whatever. But I think it was okay because it was at the end of the routine.
Right.
They had already danced a lot, and it was just like a moment. I don't think they were worried about the competition at that point. I think it was just like, this is for us.
Right.
And I think it worked.
It was beautiful.
It was gorgeous.
And the emotion was amazing. I'm surprised people weren't clutching their hearts after this one.
I think they were.
I don't know. They didn't show Carrie Ann sobbing as much as she did for some of the other ones. Maybe she was all cried out. She was dehydrated. All right. So
but they ended up with a 29 for that because Len, again, with the 9.
He has the 10 paddle up his ass, so I'm sorry.
Whoa.
That should have been a 30.
Well, they got a 59 for the night.
All right. So now it's time for someone to be eliminated.
Still got to send someone home tonight. So the bottom 2, it came down to Candace and Mark, and James and Peta.
And we're thinking, did America finally get it right?
Did you?
No.
James and Peta were eliminated. What?
Does Candace have survivor's guilt now?
I don't know.
She sure looked like it. I don't know. I can't believe she's still here. It's crazy. Let us know what you think in the comments, guys. Yeah. And who is your pick to win the finale tomorrow?
The finale is tomorrow night. How exciting.
It's no more jokes anymore. This is it. The day has finally come. Who's going to win it? I'd love to see anyone but Candace win.
Oh. Well, I have to say, I'm Team Meryl. I love Amy, but I got to root for my girl Meryl. I'd be happy with Amy winning, too.
I'd be happy with either winning. Meryl is a fantastic performer in her own right, but I think I'd have to go with Amy because she has never done anything like this before. She doesn't have any kind of dance experience. I'm sure Meryl has taken quite a few dance classes, you know, for the ice dancing.
Could be.
But Amy's so out of her element, and for her to excel this much, I really think she deserves to win.
Well, there you go. Let us know who you want to win in the comments.
And until the finale, much love.
Edit.